Ladies and gentlemen, the officials for this, the first contest this evening, have been appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control, whose steward in charge at ringside is Mr. Dave Roden. This is 4 3-minute rounds of boxing in the lightweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the black coloured shorts trimmed with gold. At the weighing he scaled 10 stone, 3 pounds. Tonight he takes part in his 73rd professional contest, presenting from Birmingham, Sid Razak. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the blue and red coloured shorts. At the weighing he scaled 9 stone, 11 pounds. His perfect record reads 9 contests, 9 wins. 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout, presenting from Hayward, the undefeated Kieran Farrell. Timekeeper at the bell is Gary Grenham from Burnley, and the referee in charge of the action is Michael Alexander from Doncaster. 4 3-minute rounds.
Well, lads, you both know the rules, so let's just have a good clean fight, okay? Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves.
So here we go then, getting ready for the action. Kieran Farrell with Vicious across his waistband, and Sid Razak, well, Sid a little bit more circumspect, but he knows exactly what he's doing in a boxing ring. And here we go, underway for round number 1. The youngster, inexperienced boxer against the journeyman professional, and immediately Farrell on the attack, looking to get that left jab moving and pushing Razak back against the ropes, and immediately break in force, but Farrell looking pretty eager in the early stages here, Mickey.
Just come out, fast start. As you can see, Sid Razak's getting the back bottom. Kind of nice little gentle jab out. But obviously, Farrell looking to be the aggressor.
There's a big age gap here. Farrell is just 21, Sid is 38. But what a specimen for 38, isn't he?
He's a fantastic man, credit to our sport. These are, people like Sid Razak keep the sport alive. These journeymen step in and, they give the youngsters a real good test. And I'm sure that's what you do with young Kieran Farrell.
But Sid Razak rarely stopped, but it looks like vicious Kieran Farrell is going all out to dominate in this first of 4 rounds. The body shots raining in there, but Razak coming back with some of his own, a good little uppercut there, just, I suppose, in a way trying to teach the youngster a thing or two, Mickey.
What's good about these gentlemen, they know the tricks of the trade. What was interesting, young Farrell threw some good body shots, but everyone, Razak took him on the on the elbows, and he's got a great defence here as well, so now Kieran's going to have to work him out, even though he's been the aggressor. A lot of these shots are not getting through, as you can see.
Yep, so Kieran Farrell starting in a rush, flashing out that jab, and then the left hook comes in as well, and then follows up with a right to the body, but as Mickey was saying, the arms, the elbows are down there covering up Sid Razak, but he knows he's been in a furious opening to this one, and the Farrell supporters away to our left getting pretty excited at the prospect of their man dominating the early stages. But Razak again, the true professional that he is, just covering up and firing back shots of his own, good uppercuts coming in there, and then covering up again as the more youthful Farrell comes in, uses his shoulder to just push him back, learning the tricks of the trade. Fairly young, although this is his 10th pro fight for Kieran Farrell, unblemished record so far, only 2 knockouts out of the 9 so far.
Again, young Farrell being the aggressor here. Let's see if Razak coming back with his own shots.
So he's actually trying to really dig them in now, isn't he, Farrell? And Razak just not doubling up, but just bending over a little bit to duck out of the way. And then Farrell again aiming some big shots in the closing seconds of this round, looking to really dominate. And that was an impressive start by Farrell against a much more experienced man.
It certainly was, and he's, he came out firing from the first seconds. And I'm sure his comment will be really pleased with that first round.
And of course, we're looking at it live on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. If you've got some comments you'd like to make, we'll welcome those again. And if you prefer Twitter, use the hashtag HattonTV, and we'll take your messages that way as well. But just seeing some of that action there, Farrell just blowing a little bit because he expended a lot of energy in that round, didn't he, Mickey?
He certainly did, and you know, I'm sure Bobby Rimmer, his trainer, will be calming him down. So listen, no, you got to pick your shots against this man. No, Sid Razak, you know, is experienced. You know, just maybe slow the pace down a little bit. Let's have a look for more openings.
Yeah, because there's a danger he could run out of steam, isn't there, Mickey? Of course.
Yeah, there is that danger, but looking at him, he looks in great shape.
Yeah, underway round number 2. Sorry, Mickey. I'm not sure about the left knee, of course. He's got a bandage around that knee. Do you reckon that's just an aid, or is it an injury?
I'm sure it must be some kind of a slight injury, because obviously he's trying to protect it. But again, here he comes again on the front foot. Shows a nice variety, Farrell. You know, he likes to lead off with that nice jab. He's pouring, looking into the body and head. But again, Razak, you know, showing good defences. Again, get his own jab off.
So it's Razak in the black and gold shorts.
Good shots
Blue
from
and
Razak.
red, great shots from Razak. Rocked Farrell's head back, and that will have given him a thing or two to think about as he pushes Razak back against the ropes again, scattering the photographers on the apron. And now just holding on a little bit. Good action start to the evening though, Mickey, so far.
Excellent contest and start the night off. I'm interested with young Kieran Farrell. He's showing good angles. He's always looking to, you know, cut the ring down, coming off the height, using good right with that jab.
Yeah, the jab still flashing in. Razak actually firing off a few more now, just keeping his man at bay. But there, Farrell aiming the big right hands, and a couple of those getting through as Razak backed up against the ropes once more, told to break. Farrell again, just all action. The 21-year-old from not too far up the road at Hayward in Lancashire. Impressive start for him. Razak having to have all his wits about him to keep him at bay.
I notice young Farrell's got a bit of blood on his face from under his right eye. And he's got a little nick. That would have been caused by the jabs of Sid Razak. Again, Razak showing a good defence.
Attack is the best form of defence, as they say, in many walks of life, and that's the motto of Farrell at the moment, just keeping coming forward despite that little trickle of blood that Mickey spotted. And Razak firing away the uppercut there. He's really fancied that in the first 2 rounds. A big overhand right by Farrell catches him.
What's good against Sid Razak, you know, he knows he's had like over 70 contests. He's lost 66. No, it sounds crazy, but he always tries to win a contest. But he's always been put in against the prospects. And that's like what's happening tonight. And again, young Farrell finishing the rank very, very strong.
And of course, Sid is always very busy, so he does take fights at short notice, doesn't he? He probably spends more time fighting than training. And there's the end of the second round.
He certainly does. It's funny, I see him in the corridor earlier on. I said to him, your bank manager will be happy, and he actually laughed. So he's a great asset to our sport.
Let's hear what they're saying in the Farrell corner.
Just a little graze underneath. Pick your shots with this kid and it'll work.
Yeah.
But you have to pick your shots with him, mate. You know what I mean? It's no use just rolling in and not doing anything. Okay, right, okay, mate. So you've got to roll.
And here's the replay. There's Farrell with those left hands, the jab, and then the hooks going into the body of Razak. It's been his most potent weapon, hasn't it? But there he is. He's having his that nick just seemed to underneath the right eye.
Change your plan just because of this.
I noticed that earlier on. That won't give him no trouble. Obviously, won't impair his vision because obviously the blood's going to run down his face. So that won't give him no trouble at all.
And that's just the jab slicing off his cheekbone, really, isn't it, Mickey?
Yeah, I think so. I think that little jab, Razak fires back to let Farrell know he's there. Interesting to see Peter Buckley in the corner of Sid Razak being the second tonight. Peter, another one of our elite professionals, had over 300 contests.
Yes, he makes Sid Razak look like a beginner, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. It's great, these boys, you know, I keep saying they're a massive part of our sport and we'll be lost without them. But back in the action again, young Farrell again on the front foot.
He's got so much energy, hasn't he? And he's not afraid to come forward and unleash the big shots on a pretty big stage. His 10th pro fight with all the cameras live on YouTube around the world, and he's out to make a bit of a show of it here if he possibly can.
It certainly is, but you know, Sid Razak won't let him have his own way, which we're seeing now. This is good, like I said, beginning the contest. This will be a good test for young Farrell, you know. They get the rounds in. Sid has shown him a few different things, a few different tricks.
And you can see why he's got the moniker Vicious, can't you? Because he puts in some vicious hooks there, and you know, he doesn't hold back, does he?
He shows a fantastic variety of shots. That's a good uppercut from him. Got right through the guard there.
Sid holding on just to get a little bit of a breather, getting a little murmur from the referee, but fires back with an uppercut of his own, and another left uppercut as well.
Shows good skills in the back foot, Sid. Again, he's holding Farrell here, very clever. Kieran trying to pull himself out.
Oh, and he's just staggered him there a little bit, and now Farrell looking to pile on the pressure, holding on a little bit. Sid smiles at him, a rueful smile.
He started that last attack off with a really good uppercut, young Farrell, but he's just been caught with left hook himself. He's got to be careful, not having it all his own way.
Yeah, he's piling on the pressure, is Kieran Farrell. He fancies a rare stoppage against Sid Razak. I'm not sure he'll achieve it, but Sid, I think, will be anxious to last the 4 rounds of this super featherweight contest.
You know, if you've got to stop it, it'd be a bonus, but I'd like to see him do the 4 rounds.
Yeah.
It's all learning.
He's under a lot of pressure, isn't he, Sid, now? Farrell is always in his face, and Sid now has actually found the centre of the ring for the moment, but he spent a lot of it backed up against the ropes.
I think Farrell realises Sid Razak is not going to hurt him with his shots. That's why now he's been a little bit gung-ho. Good pull away there from young Farrell. That nice little kind of jab come up, it's like a screw shot he throws with really good effect.
So still Farrell on the attack, and there's the bell to end round number 3. A little smile between the two of them. A bit cheeky between the 21-year-old and the 38-year-old there, and a bit more respect demanding.
I think, to be honest with you, I think that's what it is, tongue-in-cheek, a bit of respect.
Get behind that shoulder, right, and punch up. What you do, when you do loading, you stand there, you go walking right back to the ropes, right? What you do, send him one short and turn it into a left hook. Just send him a little feint, he'll stand for it all day. Send him a little jab, turn it into a hook, right? Man, that's right. But watch him at the first 5 seconds, he's going to come out, trying to overpower him. So fuck him about, grab hold of him, walk him back, right? Hold him, punch him at the fucking bones, right?
Somebody who's had now 73 fights, well, almost. He last won back, incidentally, Sid, back in January against Joe Tonks in Liverpool. Prior to that, he also won in December 2010, so he doesn't always lose to Sid.
No, he doesn't, and like I said to you, you know, earlier on, if this is a real fighting pride man, you know, he likes to win, try and win. Interestingly, Peter Buckley said to him, grab it in the round now, I noticed he said to him, grab hold of him and walk him down.
Yeah.
That's a famous old trick these old pros do, just to waste a bit of time.
So round 4 of 4, and Kieran Farrell has got to get a motor on if he's going to stop it. I don't think he is going to achieve that at the moment. Razak looks comfortable enough, although as I say that, he takes a step back as he covers up, and the power shot, that's a really crunching shot to the stomach there.
That was a big body shot there. That thing hurt Razak a bit.
And he's looking for, trying to buy some time, isn't he? No better way of buying some time than having a quick hold, but Farrell will keep it up because he knows he's got 2 minutes left in which to put together an impressive stoppage victory. Sid, his pride alone will keep him going for those final 2 minutes, though. Another big body shot, a left hook to the body. from Farrell, as Mickey said, mixing the shots up brilliantly throughout the course of the 4 rounds, or the 3 and a bit rounds so far, and now beginning to trade both of them, and Sid throwing back as well. Bit of an air shot as he tried to fire something back to just put Farrell off his stroke a little bit, and now Sid regained his composure.
Again, Farrell showing a good variety. Sid slowed the pace down a little bit to suit himself. And here he comes, firing back his own little jab.
Farrell again, impressive, sends Razak staggering back. The referee just has a little look, shakes his head a bit, does Razak there, as if he's a little dazed. I don't know if that's the case.
I noticed Sid gesturing to Farrell's supporters that he's not hurt at all.
Playing rope-a-dope, is he? But now Farrell is firing him, but Razak comes back strongly again, just to say, come on, you whippersnapper, you can't get away with that, you cheeky chappy.
Interesting. But again, it's all good learning. Young Kieran Farrell, you know, like I said at the beginning, you won't hurt him to do the 4 rounds.
And firing and digging in those hurtful body shots. Vicious Kieran Farrell. Haven't spoken to him, but I suspect he's probably rather nicer than his ring persona.
I'm sure he is, and listen, all boxers are good men. Just that when you're in combat, you've got to, you know, give yourself a bit of an image. Try and sell yourself to the public and TV cameras. That's a bit of a wild shot from him, and Sid Razak pulled away.
And there we go, true respect from the two as they embrace in the ring. And as expected, Kieran Farrell's arm is raised aloft, and that's victory number 10 out of 10 for the boy from Hayward in Lancashire. Look how pleased his supporters are here at the Castle Leisure Centre in Bury, and I dare say he's gained a few new supporters around the world, live here on Hatton TV via YouTube. Don't forget, we're welcoming your messages either via YouTube or Twitter hashtag #HattonTV. And in just a moment, Michael Klaas will give us the official score from that first contest of the night here.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, referee Michael Alexander has scored this contest for Razak 36 points, for Farrell 40 points, your winner. Now undefeated in 10 professional contests from Hayward, Kieran Vicious Farrell.
So,
game and brave performance from Sid Razak. Your appreciation, please.
So as expected, all 4 rounds to Kieran Farrell.